Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's Billy Haynes here with another review, and this time we'll be doing 2003's release of Through the Ashes, Machine Head. You want more, you'll get it. Now, here we go. Now, Through the Ashes is like, I think, the 5th album of Machine Head's. Again, another album I remember being released. Obviously, I was about 16 when this was released. Yeah, love Machine Head. Saw them backing up Slipknot back in the day on the All Hope Is Gone tour. I don't know if you remember that. Fuck me, that crowd was crazy. You're either a Machine Head fan or you're a Slipknot fan. I was a fan of both, but who knew? You could like two bands at the same time. Well, back in 2000, what year was that? 2008? Fuck me, I'm so old. Yeah, so Through the Ashes, Machine Head. Let's just start on it, man. I mean, again, we're slap bang in the middle of a band's career right now with this review. They had such good albums before, they've had great albums after, but let's talk about Through the Ashes, man, and what a turning point this was for Machine Head. Go straight in with Imperium. Now, I remember the first time listening to Imperium going, holy shit, I've probably not heard a track as good as Davidian, but here it is, and it's called Imperium. 5 out of 5 straight off on this album. This album kicks you in the face and then goes into Bite the Bullet. Excuse me? Fucking Machine Head fucking rule. Of course they do. I don't care about your opinion on Machine Head. Don't give a fuck about it. If you don't like them, fuck off, yeah? I don't give a shit, yeah? To say that Machine Head ain't a fucking great band is ridiculous in my eyes. I'm sorry. There's a two-way street, crossover to the other side. Not having it here. Bite the Bullet, sick song, 5 out of 5 straight off. Goes into Elegi, again, probably not as good, 4 out of 5 for me, straight off the bat. I mean, that song is fucking killer. In the presence of my enemies, I know people are going to kill me for this, but I don't like it as much as the rest of the album. Do I think it's bad? No. Do I think it's average? Hell no. Do I think it's good? Yes. It's a 3 out of 5 for me. It's a good song. Days Turn from Blue to Grey. I'm sorry. Yeah, what a fucking track that is. Absolutely love it. Again, just the guitar work, the drums, like this band are just so sick. Yeah, Days Turn from Blue to Grey, 4 out of 5 for me. Goes into Vim. Now, Vim just stays to that aesthetic of just how to kick it hard. Love it. Another 4 out of 5 for me. And then, as we always do, guys, as we always do, there's going to be, songs that you like more than others. All Falls Down and Wipe the Tears aren't as good as a lot of the other tracks for me on the album. They're both getting a 3 out of 5, which is still good. It's still good. And then Descend the Shadows of Night to end the album kicks back in with that 4, baby. And I'm telling you how much this album meant to Machine Head. Yeah, because people were shitting on them left, right and centre after the release of Supercharger, which is an album we'll get onto. I guarantee it. Now I'm on Battlecritic's standpoint. The critics hated Supercharger. Yeah, straight up. And anybody that listened to it got on the bandwagon and shit all over that album. Which, in the Machine Head camp, obviously took quite a lot of crap. And instead of doing, what a lot of labels do and dropping the band and, because that does happen, dude. Make no mistake, you know. Where's Spineshank? Where did Spineshank go? Yeah, we'll talk about all these bands and everything else and albums and the cycles, but Through the Ashes meant so much for Machine Head, and it shows. They come out like a fucking lion on this album, a serious lion, and they become an important band again after this album. It was so ferocious. It was a ferocious album. Do I think it's one of their best albums? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. It's a 4 out of 5 for me. I don't think it quite hits the 5, personally. I'm sorry if that upsets people. I know people are gonna start saying what everybody else's favourite album is, which bores me, obviously, because, you know, I don't like feeling like I'm part of the aesthetic, that I just follow what other people say. I don't. I have my own mind, I have my own brain. I know what I like. If people don't like it, I'm sorry. There's the other side of the street, you know. I'm just not here for that. And if you love it, that's great, and let's talk, you know. But yeah, if you're going to be negative, and I'm not here to be negative at all either, you know, with my reviews, I want them to be honest and from the heart. Don't want to bullshit people about what I like and what I don't like. If I don't like it, I'll say it. You know, look at Damnation Day that I reviewed. Thought it was a good album. Do I think it's great? No. Do I think it's classic? Hell no. But is it average or shit? No. And that's just the way I see it. But Through the Ashes was a seriously important comeback for Machine Head, just because of, you know, people just not liking the album before, which is another thing that, again, we'll review, and we'll go through track by track, because that's an album I like to take apart, and The Burning Red, weirdly enough. But Through the Ashes, man, is a kick-ass album. It's one that I stick on every couple of years and just have fun with it. Yeah, there's certain songs that I probably don't go back and listen to, but out of 10 tracks, it's probably only 3. That's really fucking great. I think it's an excellent effort. I think it's musically relevant. I think it still kicks harder than some of their newer stuff. It is what it is, man. Through the Ashes was fucking blistering. Yeah, man. So, Through the Ashes, Machine Head. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure coming back to you, sir. Until the next one, because like I said, I've got loads of some of my real favourites coming up as well. Whether it be the albums that I love, who knows? It could be. Like I said, I've been doing this on the random. I've got so much music, man, and so much to share with you, and like just create a conversation that isn't like the rest of the channels around here, you know? I mean, I just see that everybody seems to just embark on the same aesthetic over and over of, I don't like them because Metal Hammer said. I don't like this because Kerrang said. Man, do you know the last time I bought a Kerrang magazine? I was about 13, and I put it in the trash. Why? Because they writ off one of the greatest bands that ever lived, yeah? And I'll get the damn article for you. And they said that they wouldn't amount to nothing. I'm not naming the band, I'm not naming names, and I know the person that wrote it, yeah? that man couldn't have been even more wrong in their life, and they still have public license to over Krang. Yeah, you know, the same bullshit that they're selling you. And that band became the greatest band that ever lived. Yeah, ever lived. Just as big as Metallica. I'm not naming names. But we'll get into it when we get down to the albums and the album cycles. And Through the Ashes is an answer back to bullshit like that. Yeah, it was a big middle finger to all those silly little pencil-necked idiots that think that you believe them over the artist. Nah, man. That's where record labels go wrong. We've seen it with Life is Killing Me, Typo Negative. Like, come on. Why are you trying to sell them like that? Why are you trying to shit on bands that are making music for their listeners and their followers and, you know, their fans, and then shitting all over them? Thousands of people. It's not only the band that it hurts everyone that's part of that. Yeah, they're the enemy. I knew that at 13, and trust me, at 37 now, yeah, it's bigger and uglier, because you really do see beyond the curtain. But yeah, this is Through the Ashes. Machine Head. I'll see you on the next one.